Hi there, Leslie. What's happening here?
Oh, kia ora, Mike. Well, the children this morning gathered lots of ferneries and plants from the natural environment and wanted to redecorate the forest house. And then they got so involved. I'm getting so involved now too.
Yeah, oh, lovely. Yeah, magic potions.
Yes, magic
yes,
potions.
poultices for cure the itch, the stitch, the gout. And
yes, that's beautiful. And inside there's a workspace for the children. And today they've collected, which I didn't even know about, a whole lot of little wild seedling grasses from up at the Wharenako. So the children are transporting things around their natural environment sustainably in a sustainable way, which is all about our Enviro School.
Yes. Well, of course, some of you will recognise Lizzie from our visit to her garden. And Lizzie, you've had an interesting transition, art teacher at high school to kindergarten teacher and a little bit in between. Now, what's special about being in a kindergarten like this one?
It's so fulfilling. It's so fulfilling when there's such huge ownership around trust and building relationships, whanaungatanga with our families, and seeing the children share their knowledge and skills as they develop and grow within an emergent curriculum such as this one at Frankleigh. It's a special place.
And a part of that, I'm told, has got to be the Enviro Schools program, which is something that's quite special, isn't it?
Yes. Would you like to try some of our Enviro School compost?
Yeah. Gosh, that is. It's a beautiful, and it's got the right nutty smell, the smell of the earth. And if you put a bit on your tongue,
yes, always taste it.
Perfect. No, and that's a sign that it is something good and special there.
So our Enviro Schools has been operating within the curriculum here for the last coming up 4 years.
Yeah.
And we have a cluster with other kindergartens. There are currently 5 kindergartens in the kindergarten Taranaki cluster and 16 all up with the south included. We're all one now. And Namutu Kindergarten has just been recently signed up. And of course they've been doing beautiful, sustainable practices, living the kaupapa for many years. It's so lovely to see they can link up with what the values and the general principles of the kaupapa.
And as I said to Jan, that tikanga seems to be coming more and more a part of the kindergarten movement and play centre movement, but especially kindergartens, doesn't it?
The great thing is the families are learning more. With you'll hear next from Trish, our gardening guru, and as well, and it's the families that love to contribute to the gardening program here. It's not just us because there's too much to do.
Yes.
So everyone's coming on board, and that's grandparents as well.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed some little brightly painted totems that have the Lizzie mark on them. Can we just go over and have a little look at them? Now, from visiting your garden, these little poles are something special. What's your particular name given to them? I called them totems.
Yes, well, Mike, I call them earth sticks.
Yes.
Yes. And they are symbolic of the relationship we have with our Papa Tuanuku, our Earth Mother, and how we have to respect her and bring in all the tikanga around nurturing the plants that belong with the earth. So these I painted with the children. You can see some of them have got handprints on them. Last year, at the end of our year 3 in Enviro School, to appreciate the diverse cultural mix of our community.
Yes, I was just going to ask that because sometimes, you've got a very cosmopolitan group and population, haven't you?
Yes.
And everybody able to easily embrace.
Yes. No, everyone's keen when they can. It's a busy life. Families are busy, and our parents and grandparents are keen to join us whenever they can, and also us provide the information that's happening here to the outside world.
Yes. Yeah. Well, thanks for that, Lizzie. And now we're off to see the
you.
garden guru, Trish.
It's great to see you back at
It's
Frankleigh.
beautiful. Thank you. Well, they say a person who's a gardener never stops doing something when they've got plants around them. Got Trish. You're the garden guru of Frankleigh Park Kindergarten, they tell me.
I'm not really the garden guru, but I do coordinate the gardening group.
Yes.
That was started about 4 years ago now.
Yeah, yes.
So I just try and, well, all the teachers enlist the help of all the parents to
Yes.
come, and then I just work out what work needs to be done in the garden,
Yes.
and then just try and get everybody to come as much as possible.
So, you're finding that there are people coming to be learners as well as practical?
They are. We get a lot of comments from families and from parents saying how much they learn here as they work alongside the children. So that's really lovely. And I'm learning all the time. Probably 3 or 4 years ago, I didn't even have a garden myself.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So with when Lizzie came, because Lizzie's really the garden guru, she has taught everyone, and then I've just taken it from there.
And because you've got an interesting array of things growing here. That passion fruit you're working on, there's kale, there's nasturtiums, just about every range of vegetables.
We've got feijoas there, and cranberries, blueberries growing, pumpkins, strawberries, angelica, lots of herbs, lots of flowers, everything jumbled in together.
Yes. And are you finding that the children are developing adventurousness when they come to eat some of them, stuff that they would never ever seen bought in a shop or anything?
Absolutely. They'll try anything.
Yeah.
Today, one of the families brought some apples in that they had too many from at home, and they brought them to our sharing table, and we had some cucumbers, so we juiced them and had apple and cucumber juice.
Oh wow.
And they'd all got
radiant
drunk.
health there.
Yes, I know. And we've got lots of different vegetables in the garden that they probably would never try, but are keen to.
Yes,
They'll all try it.
And they're all happy to build in with the composting and all the other things that you're doing?
Yes, we've got every time that the gardening group meet, which generally is every 3 weeks, the children are asked to get involved as well, and the parents take small groups of children off, and we've just got documentation, lots and lots of photos of how the children are involved, and what they're learning here, all the skills that they learn, and they're just so interested. They love the worms, and they love everything about the garden. So
yes, that's great. And you've got space, so many kindergartens you see around are almost industrial these days, aren't they? And
they are.
Here you've got this absolute beauty of, well, I shouldn't say kindergartens, preschool care centres that are plonked in the middle. But here you've got big trees, you've got the birds, you've got just about everything happening there. And beautiful, finally, we look up there and almost my Juliet's sitting up there on the thing there.
She is Lucy Rainbow. She's our latest scarecrow. We've had a whole range of them,
Yes.
and we like, we like to have girl rainbows, boy rainbows, boy scarecrows and girl scarecrows.
Yes, that's a good way.
But we're very much into, nature education, and we believe that children should have private spaces, to play in as well, and natural spaces. And this is really natural. It's not too groomed, it's pretty wild.
No, that's good. No, they've got to feel the dirt under their feet, and and also have the little space that they learn how to use.
They do.
No, because to me, this also would be teaching them how to use parks.
Absolutely, and how to just care for their environment, picking up their rubbish and just making sure it's clean and tidy and wild, and also how they can grow food. That food doesn't come from a
can in a supermarket.
That's right,
yes.
So it's really great.
Yes.
It's great. They all learn lots of lifelong skills,
Oh, lovely.
Good habits.
Yes.
So yes.
Well, thank you for that little bit of insight there, Trish. And I'm off to find. They've got one of the greatest looking slides that I've seen. I'm going to go down it. That's the little sign says only for those under 5s. Well, I'm a Time Lord. I can do anything. But it's great to come to a place where kids are playing, parents are learning, an active community. Well, until next week, you're going to have to leave me playing on a slide.